Howdy, all Moblex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. You know what? This is awful, but when I finished last episode, there were 2 bags of stuff. They're gone now. They're gone. So, uh, so I've lost all of my prepared food. I just have recipes left, or recipes. Raw resources. I lost all my medicine. I lost all my parts, which is awful. My chemistry bench, my cement mixer, all sorts of stuff. I mean, look at, they brought down the tower that my base was built on. That's what happened. Oh, man. Well, I guess that's my new way in and out of my base. Until I get some more stuff built here. I got no iron. I got no lead, no brass. I mean, I guess I've got some supplies in there. Alright. I'm not sure if this counts as rebar block or not. I want to replace... I guess I need to get... Right, I need to get my pillars in. I need to get them turned into cement. I need to get some traps down here to protect things. I was kind of hoping maybe we find some bags down here, but apparently what I thought was a loot bag and would stay was not a loot bag that would stay. Dang my limited play time. Did a little better today though. Got done with work. Well, also less work this week, so we've been putting in extra amounts of time in projects the last 3 weeks here. And so this week was just extra time, not extra time. I want to say I worked... I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. I am happy to do the extra work. But it does make it more difficult to do things like videos. But yeah, it's I basically put in for April a week's more work than I did in January and February. our stuff is all man hours, so. But yeah, it's been busy, which is cool. Better busy than not, I guess. So, I do have a little bit of rebar here. Look at how much of my base is not supported currently. I hope placing this block. Okay. I was a little worried that placing that block would. Yeah, I totally didn't leave myself a way out of here. I was a little worried that placing that block would. Oop. Would cause the whole thing to collapse. Oh, that was higher up than I. Jeez. Luckily it didn't, though. So yeah, so I need to get... Well, that didn't work. See, I'm really surprised that didn't just collapse. That's crazy. So I need to get... Oh, you can stop stealthing. I need to get a forge going so I can make more rebar, and I need to get a... Why am I coming down here if that's what I need to do? I guess I do want to... I don't have enough. I've got 8. 8 isn't going to cut it, so let's get back up here and start getting these things put together so I can support this place better. This is what I get for spending a horde night in my base. These all look okay. These are okay. I'm pretty sure part of my base was supported on that other building down there, but now it's not. No, it wasn't. I lied. I lied. It totally wasn't supported on that building, but that would help. All right, what do we gotta have here to build a forge? Forge. Forge is going to take some clay soil, leather, duct tape, and pipes. Clay soil, leather, duct tape, and pipes. And I guess we'll move that here so it's a little better supported. I guess I should just stand over next to my supplies here. Oh, good. I'm hungry now, too. And I got no food. Well, I got no food prepared. Potatoes, water, corn, meat, fat. I got enough to start making some, though. I need a campfire. I need a workbench. Forged iron, mechanical parts, a wrench, a claw hammer, and wood. Well, I guess I'll be giving up my wrench and claw hammer. Wood, I've got wood. Mechanical parts, Forged iron. Wrench. Oh, I've got no extra hammers. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I have food on me. Look at that. I'm good. I'm good. So let's get this guy in here, and we'll get this guy in here. And then I need chemistry. That's not how you spell chemistry. I need a beaker, 3 cooking pots, 5 bottles of acid, a beaker. I have plenty of those. Dude, that thing totally took my good wrench and didn't take the crappy one. Okay, I've already forgotten what I said I needed. A beaker, 5 bottles of acid. And cooking pots. Cooking pot. I guess you make it in the forge, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get some of that in there, and get that in there, and some of this in there. And then I also need a cement mixer, which is spring and an engine are the only parts I'm missing for that. Springs and an engine. And that is made in... Must be the workbench. Which still has a minute and a half to go. Okay, so 3 of those at 28 is going to be about 90. It'd be 84. So while I'm working on all this stuff, we can talk about D&D. So this week was the other guy's D&D, and we he not a lot happened last night. We did a lot of fighting. The last 2 sessions we played, we ended up fighting this. Why can't I increase the number? I want 3 of these. Well, let me increase the number. I don't know. And we ended up fighting these drow people. And it was a tough fight. And then he desperately wanted us to go back to town for some reason. I don't know why. I talked about that. It was super irritating because he's like, "All right, you tell me what you want," and so then we tell him what he want because we got all this money. I have thousands and thousands of golds. 300 gold, 350 gold, somewhere in there is enough to rent a house for a year. So the fact that I have like 14,000 gold means I'm incredibly wealthy. And even though we're in the biggest city on the planet, they never have anything useful. Oh, right. Oh, you need cooking pots. Cement mixer. Chemistry station. Okay. I should probably move my boxes over here too. How many boxes do I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, more than that. 8, 9. I lost. Wow. I lost 6 boxes worth of stuff. That's terrible. Storage. I don't have any nails on me. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to put this together. Nails. So anyways, so we got done in there. And, okay, so that's 16. It's 10 nails per box. I need 9 boxes. So I need 74 nails. Right? Not 192. I said 74. Not 174. I just want... I just want 74 nails. Thank you. And so, yeah, we came back and the room was full of stuff. And, he basically didn't let me get anything for my guys, which I talked about already. Just the fact that it's weird that he let us get rare items last time, and this time he wanted us to get rare items again, even though it's been multiple levels since the last time we did this. I'm sure at our level we should be getting some good items. I didn't want anything amazing. Is the other thing. I didn't want something crazy. I just wanted a slight improvement over my belt. But he's, like I've said before, he's got this bizarre notion in his head on how much extra a single number can do when you roll the dice. And so he thinks it's like the end of the world if we increase by 1 point. Yeah, I was trying to think if I knew where that list was that he's using. It's from one of the main source books. It tells you how many magic items your character should have if you're playing a certain type of game. And so, anyways, so we get back, we fight these things last session, we clear the room. So this session we start basically an empty room. We're at the point where we can go down to the next floor, but a huge chunk of the dungeon we're in has not been explored yet, the floor we're on. And so we want to go explore that. And so we're looking around, and 2 things happened since not last session, but the session before. One, we leveled up. Oh no, I think we went back to town without leveling up, and then we came back down, and he left us 1,000 shy, 1,000 XP shy. We got 4,000 XP last night, so I don't know that he counted things up either. He just said 4,000 XP, which seems a little too convenient of a number. So So he gave us 1,000 and let us level up uh, because he's got weird rules about how we level up. Okay, so those two, medicine, parts, and weapons. It's cramped in there. Um, all right, I did some stuffs. Trying to remember how to do this. Okay. So the first ones here are my building storage and my supplies. Which I'd put into a cabinet last time. That's the erase. I keep hitting the erase. And then this side is food. Do you have like a refrigerator? Nope. I don't see a refrigerator, so we'll go with stop erasing. We'll go with that for the top, and then that for the bottom. And then medicine. And then this one was my completed parts. So I had that in the fancy cabinet. And then these we'll say are parts. And then this last one is guns. And I don't know. I don't know what you put your gun parts into. I guess we'll just go with this. Okay. So you can have those. You can have these. Oh man, that chemistry station is taking a long time. Chemistry station's a 2. I don't have room for a chemistry station here because of this walkway. I'd like to have everything here though. So I guess I'll put it there. I don't know. I might have to rearrange some things. Okay. So, so during our level up, we get to pick new things, right? And new abilities, basically. And so Two of the people picked this feat called Alert, and he hates it because he thinks that bad guys always surprise you. All right, one of these should go in here. You need to make an anvil. I'm surprised you let me do anything. Here, you get one of those. Can you make an anvil yet? No, because it takes 1,000 iron, which I don't have. Seems to me I need all this clay in here, right? I'm going to need a lot of sand and rocks. So it's like every time we go to fight a bad guy, we'll open a door, right? We'll open a door in a dungeon. You're surprised that there are bad guys in this room. No, we're really not. We kind of expect it. That's not how surprise works. They didn't set up an ambush. They didn't hear us coming and set up an ambush. It's not that kind of thing that's happening here. You're missing the whole. They got to be stealthing and hiding to attack. Not they just always automatically attack. I mean, he literally one time told us that we had to move our characters into a specific spot so that he could then say that we had tripped the trap. That happened once. It's probably happened more than once, but I remember one specific occasion where he had us walk. I don't know why I have these cans. Where'd they go? Cans don't need to be here. Something else I saw. I don't need money. That can't be a thing. I need a rock in there. So that's not everything that does go in here though. And so he tried to do that. He tried to be like, "Oh, you guys got surprised." I was like, "We can't be surprised." What do you mean? We have the alert feat. Remember, we just talked about it. Oh, right. And then I hate when he does this. I hate it. The rogue sometimes fires a bow. His bow is a short bow. So his minimum distance is 120 feet. Not minimum, I'm sorry. His optimal distance is up to 120 feet. And then it's like 360 or something is the maximum distance he can shoot. Right? And so at least once a session, we can only see 60 feet on the map, right? We can only see 60 feet on this because we're in the dark, basically. Who knows if there's lights? He never tells us if there is light. Although to be fair, we are facing off against Drow. They do see in the dark, but even they only see in black and white in the dark. So they might have lights. Who knows? He never talks about light. So on the other hand, though, he does not penalize us for dark vision, which only works for 30 feet without a light source, and then it's dim light for the next 30 feet. Or is it 30 feet of dim light and then... Well, no, it's out to 60 feet. So it's 30 feet like normal, 30 feet of dim light. And he never punishes us for dim light. So, although it's probably because he doesn't know how dark vision is supposed to work. I think that's how it works. I don't know how dark vision works, apparently. Um, but yeah, so I forgot what I was even talking about now. I got distracted somewhere in there about dark vision, and um, but yeah, he tried to surprise us with these spiders. They were in a room that we opened a door to. They weren't waiting for us. They weren't, like, you're not prepared. And so every time we get a surprise, it's not just a surprise; it's a surprise round. Um, and so what that's translated to now is that my characters, because I did not take the alert feat, are now the only ones that can be surprised. And so basically, we go around without me being able to take a turn, which he likes because he doesn't like how much damage I do, uh, even though it is mostly his fault. And so we did have a surprise round from the spiders who can't even see some of us. I don't know how they were any less surprised than we were, but you know. And then oh, the bow thing. That's what I was talking about. So I did the surprise thing, and then at least once a session, our we do have an archer, uh, ranger, but our rogue will attempt to take a shot with a short bow, which goes out 120 feet. We can only see 60 feet, so he is well within his 120 feet every time he goes to shoot this bow. Um, we once again into the distance thing. Um, it's not just that we can only see 60 feet in the dark. We can only see 60 feet ever on his maps because he puts the whole thing. Am I making something? Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I was scrapping all that when I decided to fix my. Well, you know what? I do need clay. So I just realized my PlayStation is covering part of my screen and I can't see what I'm digging up. It's okay, it's clay. I also need sand, which I guess I will need to go to the desert. Let's do that. We'll run down to the desert while I finish this story so I can dig up some sand. It's not too far away, I don't think. Um, so our maps are digital. We play on Roll20, and so the whole thing's in the fog of war, and so it starts blacked out, and then as we move around the map, we can see in 60-foot circles around our characters because it does it for you, which is nice. And um, and so if you put some effort in, you can really do some nice things with the map where you put in torch lights and then say how far out the torch lights show and stuff like that. So you can do some really, really nice things with the lighting system in Roll20. We get blacked out map. Every character set to 60 feet. And it doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime, whatever. He imagines that our dark vision of 60 feet means we are blind past 60 feet. Now, obviously, that's not what it means. It means that if there's an absence of light, you can see 60 feet. If there's some light, you can see 60 feet, and whatever little bit of light there is counts as full daytime. Like dim light is full daytime for people with dark vision. And so So it's a weird thing. And then if something is lit up, you can see it. Obviously, if it's lit up in a dark thing, you can see it. However far a person can normally see in the dark would be how far you could see something that's lit up. Well, if it's outside our 60 feet, it don't count for him. And so, at least once a session, he asks the rogue, "What's the distance on your bow?" And last night, I'm just like, I hate when you ask him that. What do you mean? I'm like, you ask him that all the time. It's 120 feet. 120 feet, man. That's like 30 squares. He can see like 30 squares. 60 feet is 12 squares. If we can see it, he can shoot it. Stop asking him that. It's because he doesn't want him to use. He doesn't like us to use ranged attacks. He likes to put his creatures in the air so that we can't reach them with our weapons, or he makes them invisible so that we can't see them, so that he can just attack us without us being able to retaliate. And so the fact that the rogue carries a bow and can do a lot of damage with it infuriates him. And so every time he's like, "How far can your bow shoot?" 30 squares, man. 30 squares. Stop asking him that. I just. Oh. Yeah, we fought. Okay, I got two more quick things before I end here. We fought Masons who were working with spiders because drow work with spiders. And somehow those Masons were also warriors who had their full gear. Um, and then the dumbest one I think last night that happened was we entered the hospital for the drow because the area we're in was a big drow fortress basically. And but we entered the area that was the hospital where some of the priestesses were healing the injured. Well, obviously, even though they're the injured, they're laying in their beds in their full kit with their weapons and everything ready to go as soon as someone comes through the back door that's the armory, right? Uh And I'm just like, what does he mean that they all take shots with their bows with their poison already equipped? They're in the hospital with 2 hit points left. Come on, Buzzard. I can't hit him. Okay, I'm just wasting my ammo. There we go. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy that you would think that a hospital full of injured people are suddenly going to leap out of their beds fully equipped with armor and weapons to fight us. Oh. But yeah, it's Oh, and then I guess I got one more thing. So we're fighting those spiders and the masons. They were working on stone pillars in a temple, and so I've got a spell that I like to use that's cone shaped, and so it starts at where you're standing, and then um, it moves outwards from you in like a triangle cone shape. The game is played basically two-dimensional, but you try to imagine the three-dimensional aspects of like how high things are, and so he's got these spiders that somehow were able to attack us, but also are still 40 feet in the air. And so my cone wouldn't reach them, but I thought that they were down lower. And when I used it, because all the guys came to attack us, and somehow, like I said, they attacked us. I did not get a lot of sand out of this place. I was expecting way more sand. They attacked it. All right, you know what I need to do? I hate to do it, but I need to do this one. I'm not getting a lot of sand out of this. I guess I move over 5 feet to this. Does this give me better sand? No. Is this not sand? Seriously? I need a lot more sand. Anyways, that was our D&D last night. Yeah, surprised by things that probably shouldn't have surprised us. Attacked by things that couldn't reach us. Asked how we were able to shoot our bows more than 5 feet away from us. And then we ended the night being attacked by giants. So, yep, it's that was our game last night.